Hi Total Gym people, I am going to give you a beautiful workout for when you don't want to work out, but you want to work in and you want to work in with purpose and get results, but it's just not the day that you want to work out hard. So it's a combination of quite a bit of Pilates, a bit of stretch, a little bit of strength, and you'll get your abs in there too, because we all know Pilates, everything we do, we use in our abs. I will cue you through the breath. The breath is essential. So if you're doing Pilates, remember it's always shoes off or it's not Pilates. We work from the feet using proprioceptive muscles and we work right throughout the body and we incorporate breath. So the breath out is very essential. So the breathing out is so that we can use the TVA. So the TVA activates way more efficiently with a breath out. You can test that by putting 2 fingers in your hip bones. And all you need to do is take a breath and do nothing, and you'll feel nothing. But if you take a breath, breathe in your nose, and then breathe out hard, you will feel these guys come on. And if not, it's time to get busy. With that said, let's get busy. We're going to keep the unit done nice and low. I'm on a power pip tower today. I have an encompass as well. This is just beautifully done automatically for me. So for ease, I'm using this today. So let's get started. I'm going to start with a really nice mermaid stretch out. So we're going to come to the end of our total gym and I'm going to swing my legs around towards the tower. So you don't want to be too high for this. Place the palm on the toe bar. Breath in, get quite close to the end so you've got quite a bit of room to use this. So breath in, exhale, come across. Make sure you can't see the head. Inhale, come back without touching the glide board on the bottom. So that's called bottoming out. We don't want to bottom out all throughout the class. Exhale through. Inhale, come back in. Exhale out. The rule is exhale on exertion when you need those abs. Breath in, you'll notice my elbow does not lock. That way I'm using all my obliques as well. Exhale out and inhale, come back in. Let the head go with you. Exhale over and one more time. Breath in and exhale over. Hold a little bit longer and this time turn, place the hands in line with the struts or the rails and stretch out. Beautiful. Come back into your center. Before we do the other side, we're going to do spine stretch. So we just push out, placing our bottom at the bottom of the glide board. Breath in. Sit up nice and tall and tilt your pelvis back. Take a big breath up. And exhale, just reaching over the legs. And inhale, come back in. Again, the knees are not locking. And exhale, come over. Just be patient and be patient with the uncomfortableness if you're a little tight in your lower back. If you are tight in the lower back, go ahead and just soften the knees if you choose to and do less. That's your choice. Breath in and exhale, reaching over. We're going to swing ourselves to the other side now, bringing down our arms, close the glide board. Turn yourself around, bring your tail, your mermaid or merman, and swing behind. Just put the palm on, don't grip with the hand. Breath in and exhale, reach across, making sure we don't see that arm. Breath in, come down, and exhale, come across. Breath in, coming back, and exhale, right across. The beautiful stretch. Breath in, you're going to feel it in your right obliques, if it's right arm on, and you'll feel it right down the side of your back, down to your hip, with this big stretch over. Breath in and exhale back, just keeping the fluidity. Breath in, coming in, and exhale, floating over. Beautiful. 2 more. Keep that little zip on the tummy as well. Breath in, exhale over, and 1 more. Breath in and exhale over. Reach it right across. Inhale, come back in. Close the glide board, coming back into your center. This time we're going to do the tree. So breath in. Now, just remember, sometimes a lower is harder. In this one, it is harder. So if you want more assistance, take your glide board up a little bit. So breath in. We're going to start with our right leg. Breath in and just bringing that leg in towards you, keeping a nice long spine. Reach the leg to the sky, point the toes. Walk down the leg like it's a little koala bear walking down. Lie yourself down, lift the head and peel yourself up, climbing up your tree. You can do that 3 times. Breath in and roll back down with control. Lift your head, breathe out as you climb back up. Breath in, you're trying to get that chest lifted and that leg remains straight and no momentum. Breathe out to come back up. Beautiful. Bring that leg down, place it back on the glide board, tilt your pelvis back again. Nice deep breath in. Go ahead and grab your left leg, hug it in, and then reach it out and lock it up. Point your toes. Breath in and walking down that leg. Lift, exhale, and roll back up. And inhale, roll back down. Lift your head, exhale, and roll your way back up. Hold that last one a little bit longer. Beautiful, and come back down. Bring your pelvis back, just tilt it, and coming up into your saw. When we're up here with the arms, drop the shoulders, soften the elbows. Zip the tummy up, breath and rotate. Exhale, roll forward. Again, if your back is a little gnarly, you don't need to come down as low as me. You can just stay right there. It's not a competition, it's your workout or work in. Breath in, rotate, and exhale, roll forward. Inhale, come back in and drop the shoulders. Exhale, rotate and come forward. Always make sure you drop that head at the same time. Drop the shoulders, and again, if your back tight, bend the knees and take the glide board up just a touch. And remember, this is for men too. Pilates is fantastic for these tight men. Breath in, drop the shoulders down in your back pockets in between each time. One more time. Drop the shoulders and exhale, rotate. Beautiful. Come back in and drop the shoulders. We're going to go into a long stretch now. So we're going to close the glide board. Come over onto your knees. Place your hands. Now never grip with a nice hand grip. We want to just be putting our palms on so we use more of our body and our core. Drop the shoulders down, bend the elbows, tuck your toes. Breath in. You want to get your shoulder over top of your wrist. Breath in and reach up. Tighten up the buttocks. Breath in, walk your feet down just a touch. And exhale, open. As you open, you're going to feel more abdominals. Inhale, come back in. No gripping on that toe bar. Exhale. Easing back, grip through the tummy muscles. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, come back. This is really intense. Don't go too far or too fast. Only 2 more. Your core body temperature is going to be flying up. And exhale back. And inhale back in. One more time. And exhale back out. Now I'm going to hold my glide board open. If you're still challenged here, close the glide board and come up into leg pull. Inhale, come down. Glutes are nice and tight, legs straight, pointed toes, and hold. 2, 3, and come back down. Exhale and lift and hold. 2, 3, come back down. Exhale, come back up and hold. 2, 3, back down. 2 more. Exhale up and inhale, come back down. One more time. Exhale, come back up and inhale, come back down. Go ahead and drop to the knees. Take a nice stretch out, relax the toes and lengthen out the tendons through the arms. Beautiful. Come back in. We're going to do some roll backs and add on roll back with a twist. Sit at the bottom of your glide board. Bottom and the bottom third. Feet on to your struts. Holding a big beach ball. Soften the knees. Dive into your belly and breath in, roll back down. Exhale, arms over. Your feet are part of every exercise in Pilates. So anyone saying they're teaching Pilates with shoes on is incorrect, because Pilates is about the proprioceptive muscles in your feet. Even now, my balls of my feet and my heels I'm very aware of. My big toes are pushing down. And this turns on the medial system of your legs, keeping you nice and functional. So the slower you go here, the harder it is. Dive into your C curve, breath in, and come back over. All the way around, lift your head, exhale and come back up. Breath in, dive into your belly, slowly rolling down. Lying your spine down and your head like it's crystal, peeling off like it's Velcro. And again, breath in, rolling back down. Always want to get these abs turned on and come all the way around. Breathe out as you come back up, remembering the TVA comes on with the breath out. Breath in, come down, arms come over. Go ahead and roll your way back up. Let's do 2 more, guys. Breath in, C curve. It's a little bit like someone's punched you in the stomach and you just pull away from it. Then peel off 1 vertebra at a time. I'm going to get away from a flat back. Breath in, roll down. All we're going to do now is add on a twist, which brings in the oblique system to work with the TVA. Holding up nice and tall. Breath in and roll back down. Exhale, rotate to the right, rotate to the left, rotate to the right, and rotate to the left. Tuck in and come back down. When you're doing this, notice your legs. They should be very still. We call it disassociation. We're only using upper body. Breath in, come down, rotate right, rotate left, rotate right, rotate left, tuck in, and all the way down. Breath in, roll your way back up. And again, all the way back down, halfway, exhale, right and left, right and left. Tuck into the belly and exhale, rolling down. Ready to peel off, tuck your chin first, 1 vertebra at a time, up nice and tall. Last one, breath in, roll down, rotate right, left, right, left, tuck in and roll all the way back down. Beautiful. We're going to stay down now and do our bridges. So we're going to put our heels again in line with your hips and close the glide board. Now wriggle down so that your hands will touch the bottom of the glide board. When we get here, make sure that your chin is not here. You want to have it nice and down. You're looking above your knees. You have a nice soft grip with your hands. You're not gripping using your shoulders at all. Before we lift up, you want to zip the tummy as if you're putting on tight jeans. So zip up, squeeze the buttocks, and flex the feet. Tuck into the belly. I'm fighting a sneeze here. Tuck in and peel and roll your way back up. Squeeze the buttocks and open the glide board slowly without locking the knees. Dive in your tummy, roll back down. Come down and close. Tuck in, peel and roll your way back up and open the glide board. Tuck in and roll your way back down. Close. Dive in your tummy, peel and roll your way back up and open. Going to reverse it. Come down. Dive in your belly and roll back down and press back. Tuck in, peel and roll your way back up. And tuck in and roll your way back down. Good, press back. Tuck in, peel and roll your way back up. And tuck in and roll your way back down. Now we're going to do bridge with 3 kicks. So breath in, reset, make sure your feet remain flexed. Push in with your heels, zip up the tummy. Breath in, roll your way back up. The glide board remains closed. Lift up the left leg. Exhale, 3 kicks down, and they're controlled and they're big with a pointed toe. Beautiful. Hold. Tabletop and come down. Squeeze the buttocks and lift. Breath in, right leg, tabletop, reach and point. 3 kicks and 1 and 2 and 3 and tabletop and come back down. Dive in your belly and roll down. When you feel the glide board opening, that is when we're using shoulders and not enough abs. So take it up a little bit and really focus on your glutes. We're going to repeat, breath in, roll back up. Push the knees away from you will help your glutes come on. Left leg tabletop, reach and point. 3 kicks and 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. Tabletop and come back down. Squeeze and lift. right leg tabletop, reach and point. 3 kicks and 1 and 2 and 3. Lift up, tabletop, come down. Dive in your belly and roll your way down without putting all your weight down, and go again. Tuck in, peel and roll your way back up. Push the knees away, flex the foot, left leg tabletop, reach and point. 3 kicks and 1 and 2 and 3. Lift tall, tabletop, come back down. Tuck in and right leg tabletop, reach and point. 3 kicks, 1 and 2 and 3. Lift tall, tabletop, come back down. Lift up the glutes. Bring in your medial system, your adductors, and tap, 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 tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Dive in your belly. Roll your way back down. Press back. Take a little stretch. Left leg over the right. And just come down as far as you can come. You may be able to close. You may not to start with. Put a little bit of pressure behind your left knee. You're going to feel that nicely in your glute that you've just worked out. And press back out of it. Bringing in the right leg across the left knee, open the right knee, come back down and press open. Notice which one's tighter. It's normally the right tighty and left loosey. I'm a little bit different because I have a total hip replacement. So I'm a little bit different than most people. If you ever notice me looking a little bit strange. Yeah, I work with a total hip replacement, but I have total range of motion. Breath in and come back up. Beautiful. Come onto your toes. Fingers behind your ears. Lift your head. Tuck into the tummy. Exhale. Roll your way back up. And inhale. Roll your way back down. I'm going to shuffle up a little bit. Breath in. Lift your head. Exhale. Roll your way back up. Keeping my heels lifted. Breath in. Roll your way down. Lift your head, tuck in, no pulling on the head. Exhale, using the TVA, strengthening upper ankles, keeping your toes gripping the toe bar. Our toes have lots of tendons and muscles too that need a workout. And hold. Breath in and roll your way back down. And lift your head, tuck in and exhale, roll your way back up. Hold. Now bend your knees, if you can find the toe bar, and just press back into your bottom. Lengthen out your spine, lengthen out your legs. Take a breath before we add on our arm pulley. Breath in, roll your way back up. And we're going to take the glide board up just a touch more. I'm going to come down to the bottom and I'm going to take my glide board up to level 14. Okay, because it's Pilates, we don't want to go too high, or yoga or working in, whatever you want to call it, because we use fluidity, breath control, and more muscles by going slower and lower. Come to the bottom, hands down beside you, put your bottom right at the bottom, dive into your belly, come into that C curve and see if you can roll your way back, touch your lower back, and then exhale, roll back up. Breath in, dive in your belly and roll your way down. For anyone with sore lower backs, this will be a bit sore, but using these lower abs will start to take the work away that you're overusing in your lumbar spine. The QLs take over the work for the TVA. So just practicing this move, segmentation with breath, is going to start to change things for you. Breath in, roll back down. This time feet come back up. We're going to come into snow angel. So bring your hands slightly above the glide board, tuck into the tummy and zip. So you want to have contact with the lower back. Soften your elbows and exhale, open. So it's a bit like a bird flying. Inhale, come in. If it's too hard or too high, come down. Should be no strain on here. Exhale, remember exhale into exertion. Breathe in, grip the tummy and exhale, come down. Breath in, open, and exhale, come down. One more time, breath in, open, and exhale, come down. We're now going to go into pull over 100, tuck into the belly, rib cage down, zip the tummy. Exhale, come up and over. I'm going to bring my knees in. You can keep yours down if you wish to. Breath in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath out. Breath in, and breathe out. Use that breath pattern. Breathe in. You breathe in for 5, breathe out. For 5, breath in for 5, breath out for 5. Breath in for 5, breath out for 5. Shoulders are off, breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, and breath out, coming straight into a teaser. Arms come over, dive into your belly, come around, and exhale, lift up. Straight legs or bent legs, your choice. Breath in, come down with control. Arms come over, dig yourself from underneath, both arms even. Hold, glue the feet together, and come down. Breath in, come around, arms, exhale and lift. 2 to go. Breath in, come around, all the way, and exhale, lift. A breath in, come down, arms over, come around, and exhale, lift. Beautiful. Bring the feet down. Now we're going to come up to the top of the glide board. Now hugger tree can be quite hard, so I'm going to bring mine down just a touch. And I'm going to come to the top of my glide board. I always enter from the bottom because it's easier, and then just ease your way to the top of the glide board. So sitting tall and getting your posture sorted first. You want to lift your heart, zip the tummy, and grip with your inner thighs, because little pointer here, your adductors are part of your core. Adductors are the inner thighs, and they help turn on the lower abs. So keep that in mind. Breath in, palms are up. Exhale, reach forward. Exhale, open. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, close. Breath in, open. Exhale, open slowly, lean forward. Inhale, back and close. Little lean forward, guys. Breath in, reach and open. My elbows are soft. Come back in and close. Breath in, open. All the way out. Chest, come back in and close. One more. Breath in, open. Exhale all the way. Inhale, come back in. And exhale, come back in. Drop your feet down. Nothing easy about that. Turn around. We're going to come into a bicep curl spinal stretch. So we want to sit at the bottom third of our glide board and put your feet, this all depends on how tall you are. So you want to have your ankles off at the end so that you can point your toes. And you want to have mobility in your ankles. So point, sit up nice and tall, stick your bottom out the back, hold. Breath in and exhale, roll your way forward, feeling it right into your lower back. Breath in, turn and bicep curl. Now I'm going to do 3. You can start with 1. And roll forward. Please note where my arms are. Breath in. I do not bring my elbows in. I keep them in front of me and lift into a right angle. Inhale, reach forward. Breath in, roll your way back up. Turn and 1. And 2. And 3. Tuck in and roll your way forward. Breath in, roll back up. And 3. And 2. And 1. Roll your way forward. One more time, breath in, roll back up. Turn and 1. And 2. And 3. Beautiful. Roll forward and let yourself just relax. Take a deep breath in your nose. Exhale, rotate, look under your left armpit. You can feel this more down in your lower back. Inhale back to center and exhale, rotate to your right. Breath in back into center. Allow yourself to come down a little further. Breath in, roll your way back up. Beautiful. Put your feet down, anchor down. And I'm not going to take my pulley off at the moment. I'm just going to come straight into a back extension with a twist. So we're going to put our feet onto the struts at the bottom or your crossbar. Lie yourself down and make sure that your chin is hanging over top of the glide board. Go back down to your heels and push them on to the straps. So you're going to get a bit of stretch through the ankles and Achilles as well. Breath in, placing your hands on your forehead. Come on down, exhale, lift, rotate to the left, back into center, rotate right, back into center, and come down. Breath in, lift, rotate left, rotate right, back into center, and come down. One more. Breath in, lift, rotate left, rotate right, back into center, and come down. Hands go underneath you and lifting back up. You're going to close the glide board and go into a stretch for that lumbar spine. So hold on to the top, pull it up into your belly and fold your way back down to your feet, long arms. Roll your way back up. Hands go underneath you and go into your cat and cow, lifting up. And then ease right through your spine. Lift your bottom, lift your head. Breath in, roll your way back up. And exhale, come all the way through. Lift your bottom, lift your head. Elbows soft. Breath in and roll your way back up. And exhale, come all the way back down. One more time. Breath in, roll your way back up. And exhale, coming back down. Beautiful. We're going to now take off our arm pulley. And I'm going to put down the lat bars. And instead of when we're doing a strength workout, where we're looking for the chin up, when we take it down, we call it a shoulder glide. And so our focus is totally different. Our focus is to use our lower traps and get them activating and pulling down from here. So when we're lying down, we're activating our lower traps, not our upper traps. So it's super controlled and a totally different purpose to the rest of the chin ups that we do on total gym. So putting your hands out as wide as you can go and also putting your legs out wide and your knees come off the glide board. Point your toes, squeeze the buttocks. Now think about that area underneath your shoulder blade. Exhale, pull down from there and lift up. Inhale, come back, keeping the legs strong and fluidity. Exhale, come up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, come back up. Feels really nice. And we don't do a lot using our under our arms, our lower traps. And so we get upper trap dominant, which causes neck and shoulder issues. So super important to get these guys activating for you. Exhale, pull up. I can really feel mine working. Exhale, pull back up, activating from underneath my shoulder blade. Inhale, come back down. One more time. Exhale, pull back up. And inhale, come back down. Bring the feet into the middle so that I touch when I come down. Again, pushing my hands under my shoulders, lift back up. And you're welcome that we will all do it. We'll come into another rest. So whenever we work the lower back, it's good to stretch it out as well. And don't get confused with this feeling being bad for your back. It's strengthening it. Okay, we're going to come up. Beautiful. Now we're going to come down to the bottom of the glide board. And what I'm going to do is actually put the tow bar off. I'm going to move this up so you can see me. I'm going to take the whole tow bar off. Off you come. And take it to one side. I'm going to come down to the bottom in the crouching tiger. So knees come on, hands onto the base, knees underneath your hips. Now make sure that your shoulder is over the wrist. Breath in and lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, under, using abdominals. If you bottom out, move your feet closer. Come back in. So I'm going to move mine a little closer. So I don't want to let that glide board come and hit the bottom. Exhale, under. Inhale, back. Exhale, under. My elbows again are slightly soft. And I'm using my lower traps. This is too hard for you to put your knees down and start with knees down. Good, one more time. Beautiful. We're going to come into swan dive to finish with. So we're going to lie ourselves down at the bottom of the glide board. Again, hands are on the base. Breath in. Exhale, take your legs out. Exhale, lifting back up. And just open. Come back in. And lower yourself down. Breath in, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, come back in. My butt's on tight. And come back down. Breath in, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, come back in. And exhale, back down. Breath in, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, come back in. Come back down one more time. Breath in and lift. And exhale, open. And inhale, come back in. And drop back down. Go ahead and bend it and lift up. Bring your knees underneath you. Now you can stop there or you can join me with a rollover. Rollover is a bit more advanced. Start at the top of the glide board. Put your feet up on the rails and tuck into your belly. You want to hold the end of the glide board. Breath in, roll down, lie the head down. Ribs go down, tummy zips up. Legs float over your face. Open your legs, flex your feet, dive in your belly. Roll back down, point your toes and come around and touch. Breath in, fold, open, flex the feet, dive in your belly and come back down. Point and come around. Breath in, over, open, flex the feet, dive in your belly, roll back down. Breath in, roll over, open, flex the feet, dive in your belly and roll your way back down. Point your toes and come back in. Go ahead and pull both knees in, give yourself a hug and take 5 little circles each way. Back up the other way. Beautiful, and pull back in, hold. Hands go down to the bottom, lift your head, tuck in and roll your way back up. Drop down. And that is our beautiful, I'm not too sure, probably about 40-minute workout, Pilates, all working in a combination of a whole lot. Remember, there is crossovers with yoga and Pilates, but it's all just working in. And a work-in is as good as a workout if you do it with fluidity, control, breath, and the correct heights on Total Gym. With that said, it's a bye from me. Namaste.